9:37 this morning. This evening is the second evening of Hanukkah, a Jewish holiday lasting 8 days.
Joining us to talk more about the Festival of Lights is the director of Chabad Community Center, Rabbi Goldman. Rabbi, thanks for joining us.
Very welcome.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Talk to us about Hanukkah, the Festival of Lights. What do you want our audience to know?
Well, first of all, that it's a festival of lights and uplift and joy, especially in times like this where there seems to be the forces of darkness, evil, hatefulness, seem to be taking hold and being on the forefront. So the message of Hanukkah is always a message of hope and faith and light and unity as opposed to divisiveness, and that's what they're going to experience at this festival. There's a lot of joy for the children of age and for the child within each of us.
The festival happening this weekend, the Oklahoma City Community Festival. What can folks expect there?
Well, all the way from children, there's going to be face painting, magic acts, circus acts, a lot of beautiful music, food tasting, cultural Jewish food tasting. And for the more adult side, there's going to be Edgar Cruz is going to be featured there, and he's going to be singing for the first time. He's going to be performing Jewish traditional songs and Jewish Hanukkah songs.
How touching is that?
Oh, that's amazing.
To be able
I'm
to
waiting to hear that.
Yes. What about folks that are watching that may not be of the Jewish faith? Are they still invited to attend?
Sure. This is open and free to the public. We encourage people in a sign of unity and solidarity with goodness and light and uplift. I know my mentor, the great Lubavitcher Rebbe, the leader of the Jewish people around the world, always inspired us and always taught us that the great message of Hanukkah is that at the end of the day, the most effective way to fight divisiveness, disunity, forces of evil and negativity is always to increase light, to bring light and joy. And that's the most effective way to bring that unity and to affect that unity.
What's your favorite Hanukkah tradition?
Oh, for me, the greatest thing is to sit together with the family and friends and spin the dreidel and eat hot potato latkes that are traditional food. After the lighting of the largest menorah in the state of Oklahoma, which is going to be taking place at Scissortail, at this event, we're going to be serving to anybody that comes by some hot potato, well, we hope it'll be hot, potato latkes.
Rabbi, I want to ask you, this is a difficult time for the Jewish people with the war, Israel and Hamas terrorists. Can you kind of put that into context this year in this time?
Sure, absolutely. In times like this is when we are reminded in the story of Hanukkah. The story of Hanukkah is when the Jewish people were, they lost their autonomy in the Holy Land of Israel that God granted them as an everlasting gift. And the Assyrian Greeks tried to pressure the Jewish people into assimilating into Greek culture, losing the Torah, the Bible that God had gifted them, to lose the ways, the principles, the commandments that God had gifted the Jewish people and to share with the rest of the world. And a small group of faithful Jewish people stood up as the first recorded fight for religious freedom, for people being able to be and act and be their own. And they actually persevered. They went back into the temple after it was defiled by the Assyrian Greeks. They were looking for that little cruse of oil that needed to be really pristine. They found only one little cruse, was a little jug. They were supposed to last only for a day, that amount of oil. It lasted for 8 days until they were able to make new oil. So I think the message today is, yes, we're in tough times, we're in challenging times, in the world at large as well. And again, the most effective response to that is unity and love, and to remember that we're states, we're 50 states in the Union, but it's the United States. And here in Oklahoma, we've experienced tremendous love and unity from the community, and we hope that people come out to show that solidarity and that love.
Great.
All right. Rabbi, thank you for your time today.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you very, very much.
Okay.
All right, after the break,